Let's play some Fallout 3 and see if somebody pops on, kind of unscheduled. See if the video quality is any good. Oh, we got somebody in. Oh, welcome, MacBean's got to share this. Just got off second shift, and there's time to relax. Oh yeah, Fallout 3. Got it lining up right now. One of my favorite games. Here we go. Like New Vegas was good too, and Fallout 4 was good. But Fallout 3 is my favorite. I also play Skyrim. That one I like too. So when I get my fill of Fallout, then I'll take a break and I'll play Skyrim. And vice versa. Usually I like to usually play Fallout 3 until I get about when I start getting to 30 levels, then there's not much challenge anymore. I gotta kind of remember what I was doing last time. And I thought that game was so old. So my buddy was playing it. And he kept telling me about it and telling me about it. Finally, he just sent it to me. And as soon as I watched that opening scene, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm hooked. So some of my favorite places to go to is the Dunwich building, which I haven't been to yet in this one. I think Fallout 1 and 2 were in the 90s. And I've been trying to get a hold of those because I never played them then. Wasn't much of a gamer. I was more of being active, and I still am. But every now and then, I got into this stream because I was notified. Well, most of my stream is about fitness and nutrition, but all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So I like to relax every now and then. Yeah, I think it's time to go and sell some stuff. Been on the channel kind of got established last December, right around Christmas. So I do a lot of lifting. I do some track events, throw discus. How many European countries do I know? Haven't been to Europe. I was over to Korea. But I do have friends in Hungary. I have friends in Germany. Some from the service, some from powerlifting meets. Netherlands. Shadow Scott Swede was just on his live stream today. One of my moderators is from Great Britain. Yeah, I haven't been to Europe, but definitely want to. When I was in the service, I put in for Germany, but they sent me to Korea. I've been to just about every state in the United States. I think there's maybe only 2 I haven't been to.
You've got the cap. I've got the skill.
Yeah, gotta get my shady yet repaired. Nope. I think the only states I may not have been to is and I don't think I've been to Mississippi. and Alabama. I think those are the only two I've missed. I've been to Canada, been to St. Thomas Island, been to Puerto Rico, been to Martinique, St. Martin, Barbados, St. Thomas, unnamed island just outside of Grenada as a show of force. Pro gamer? Yeah, I'm not. I like this game. I can slow things down if I have to. I like the role playing probably aspect of it more. So I tend to enjoy RPGs more than action ones, and the only reason is because of that is because the action ones, I'm not really fast with the controller, but I am in real life. I'm fast, so I don't like to play a game that I know I'm better than. One of the first computer games I played was Ultima, and then when I played Morrowind, I could tell that some of the same people probably were in that development because a lot of the same things were being used, potions and things like that. So what part of the country are you from, Honeydew? It's a horror game full of jump scares. Yeah. Dunwich Building is one of those. First time I went in there and they had one of those ghouls jump out in front of me. I almost punched the screen. Moana? Yeah. I'm trying to remember where I was last at with this character. Go up to Canterbury Commons. So let me see something here real quick. So in South America, meaning land of many waters, French, Guinea, and Iguana, and Suriname. $1. Yeah, I haven't been in South America. I've met some people from Brazil, Argentina. I actually have a guy I know here that farms in Argentina. I can't even pronounce it. Hey, Christopher, happy Friday to you too. Long week. I did a lot of stuff. I figured it was time to relax and have a cold one, and then I figured my signal, 3 people in the stream. And you never know if that's actually true business. Sometimes I have a lot more people, but YouTube only shows a few. I usually just deal with when I see comments. So Christopher is one of my longtime subscribers. He's been following me for a long time. Always happy to see him. Yep, Foster, Australia for beer. But I like Foster's. It's a nice light lager. So make sure you hit the thumbs up and pop in and say hello and kind of let you know what part of the world you're from. I don't need to know exact things. take the money with the rifle. Video. Here we go. When you were a guy who was in that bench, that many pounds, yes. I'm the guy in that video. Was that Kelvar or the big back guy? I've been, two creators put me in their videos, which I appreciate because I got a lot of subscribers that way. And one of the videos got over, last time I looked, there was 1.1 million views, which was great for him. He made a great video, and I appreciate that he put me in it. That definitely helped me out. Hey, Ark Wildman, Survival, how you doing? So who'd you bust last night? I always like when you get those teaser ones. Reminds me of not mentioning any names or anything like that, but I'm luckily I'm such a small channel that I don't really have to deal with much of that. I'm just here for the fitness and rest and relaxation. So I'm up here at Canterbury Commons. Smaller. Yeah, I was there not that long ago. I remember when I first started out, I had 7 subscribers. Like, wow. And a month later, I had 12. I'm like, yeah, this is going to take forever. And then I had one video just go super viral, and boom, all of a sudden I had 1,500 subscribers all of a sudden. And I think the first giveaway I did is when I hit 3,500. And then when I hit 3,500, I said the next one would be at 5,000, which I hit a couple weeks ago. And then one after that will be 10,000, which the rate is going will probably be, I don't know, anywhere from about 6 to 10 months if it keeps going the way it is. But I like watching Ark Wildman's stuff. He does a lot of things. I wish you could remove that in 5.5 thousand. Oh yeah, yeah. Move that decibel 2 places. Yeah, if it was only that easy. But that's okay. I'm enjoying it. I've got a group of regulars that always stop in, like Ark Wildman, and I watch his stuff. Learn about edible things in the wilderness and that, which is good stuff. I know my dad taught me a lot of that craft when I was a kid. Even kind of got me to start going back in the woods behind me just to kind of see what's out there. Not much. I wasn't even able to find any good edible mushrooms back there, but I may have went out there too late. Next year I'll go out a little bit sooner. But every now and then I like to sit down in the evening and have a couple cold drinks. I'll be right back. I'm going to show off some of my little goodies. I have opened, I have bought my second candelier. So I got this last year. Yeah. Rudy at Alaska Prepper. He talk about it. And this little thing with 3 candles puts out 5,000 BTUs. And then I have my other toys. Never going to have too many of these. There's a store in Lebanon, Missouri. It's an outlet for knives. So I always stop and I pick up a nice high-end one. And these will actually when I go to weddings or parties or whatever that where I'm in my country and western gear, I'll wear one of these on the side. At my daughter's wedding, I had my black one on. I had my son wear the other one. But so yeah, I got the notification on Discord. Okay. So I do follow some people on Discord. And I'm surprised that I'm going to have to, I don't have a Discord that I know of. I'll have to have my kids set it up for me. They're the ones that kind of set up for me. And well, got to go. Business I do. Thanks for stopping in. You hit the like button, I'm pretty sure, because I have 4. If you like my content, please subscribe. I'd be more than happy to have you. And, a wonderful weekend. Remember, for fitness, it's all about rest, nutrition, exercise. So, yeah, I'm just here relaxing. For a while, I was relaxing. I talked to some people. So I had a really good bench day on Thursday. I was happy with that. Christopher, I only had one person, I think or 2 people comment about TRT, which I don't take. But it's funny. They see anybody that sits there and does more than they think they must be on that stuff. And I find that funny. How's your deadlifts coming? I know you were hitting them pretty heavy there for a while. It was letting me know about you were hitting some PRs, if I remember right. Oh, National Guard Armory. That's where I was heading for. This is what I got going on right now. And I got my tablet came in. I bought a Galaxy Tab A7 Lite, 525 by 1 and 545 by 1 in raw sumo deadlift. My clean was terrible today. Well, and you see it with me. Some days I have a good workout, and some days not so much. But remember, even a workout that doesn't hit where you want to hit, still a workout, and still does good things for you. Those are huge pulls. It's more than I pull. The best I've ever done is 495. And right now I'm probably only about at 405. I just really haven't been hitting it lately. Been kind of concentrating on other things. I don't want to tighten up my back when I'm throwing discus. So tomorrow I might try to find a pad to throw off of. I was watching the videos of me throwing, and my spin is still not right. Tried 600 2 days ago. That's a big jump. $525 and $545 is huge. And I'm looking around here, got a 10-pound dumbbell right there. Probably I brought up for the wife. I gotta get things cleaned up. Got all my trophies up here. I don't know if you've seen that before, but there are my trophies. Most of them. Kind of got them packed in there pretty thick. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to Monday. Another bench day, and I'll be honest with you, if I just only go back up to 395s, I'll be happy. But I hit, so Monday my goal was 385, and I hit 390. And Thursday was just to do reps, and I ended up throwing up 395. I want to get 405 before the end of the month. I know it caused a lot of confusion to people that haven't been following me. Or they think you're this guy at 61 is trying to get to 405 for the first time. It's not. That, and I think the push-ups have really helped too. Knocking out anywhere from 60 to 120 a day. Tomorrow I'll probably do a lot. It's because I took an off day today because of the rain, which probably was a good thing. But tomorrow morning I'll probably knock out at least 120 push-ups. And it's all right. But yeah, and I think the stuff outside and also work. At work, I'm picking up weights that weigh anywhere from 40 to 74. I'm thinking 40 to 75 pounds. Because it's funny because in the gym now, those 45-pound plates, when I'm carrying them around, seem light. Because I'm used to carrying heavier stuff around. Of course, they say you're supposed to use hoist, but unless the angle is poor or it's a lot of weight, then I'll use a hoist. But otherwise, most stuff I just pick up and move it. And this troll finds everybody. He was on Alaskan Preppers one. He was on. So first, I'll report him. And I think he was on also Shadow Scott Sweet. He popped up on. I can think there was one other that he got kicked in on. Yeah, well, it's not even a troll, Arkwell, man. It's a bot. So it's a computer program that they did that just blasts this stuff out. They find channels and they just shoot in there. And then if you nail them out, then they just change the title just a little bit. They'll move the XYZ, or they'll put a different type of symbol in the middle, and then here they come again. But the last time I did Midnight Chat, I did have a troll. He came in and started saying some stupid stuff, and I removed him. And about 6 minutes later, he went out and made a new account and come back in again, and I removed him again. And then 6 minutes later, he came in again, and I identified him right away, and then he just left us alone. But and that's what a troll is. A troll is just some poor individual that even negative attention's attention, so they just pop on people's channels or topics or whatever and just throw out insults and want to argue, and it's a sad life. But this is even worse. This is a bot trying to, and then you click on that, and the next thing you know, they've got your computer. Carbon Q, how you doing? Welcome. Thanks for joining in. I guess I'm not the only one up late at night. So I work second shift, so a lot of times it's hard for me to shut down when I first get home. So I figured, what the heck? I did have one here. So really quick, I was kind of showing some of my new goodies I got from the Amazon days. Not that this was on sale, but this is a candelier, and it puts out 5,000 BTUs. And I was using this because I have another one. This is my second one, and I'm probably going to get a third one. I had this in my bathroom downstairs. I used it to keep the bathroom a little bit warmer. I live in an A-frame, and they look great, but they cost about twice as much to heat and cool. But, once they get the heat in there, they kind of hold it. But so that was like the one thing. And then I was showing everybody my trophies for my powerlifting meets. And I think I've found another one to do in 2 months. There's going to be one local, well, within 60 miles of me, that I'm going to do. And then also I'm going to do a track meet in discus throw. Might do it with shot put too. I haven't really practiced shot put. I used to have them, but I think I gave them to the high school. I used to coach track for the junior high. And then when my kids went to high school, I coached track for the high school. Of course, when you're a track coach, there's more than one coach. You need about 3 or 4 coaches, and you need about 5 or 6 parents to help you out, because there's just so many events going on all over the place. So every now and then I do a Midnight Madness where I'll fire up the Xbox and throw on a Fallout. Play it until people come in, and then it kind of pulls off to the side because I've got the engagement going. So it was really interesting listening to you on Van City Prepper the other night. And some other people had watched it, some other big creators. John from Prepper Nation was watching you, because he actually talked about that on his live stream the next morning. So it's a pretty cool community. I think besides knowing that you have to be prepared, and I see fitness as being prepared. Here's my new design and my shirts. I know it's probably backwards, but my youngest daughter did the Scottish Fitness logo that she made for my cards. So this is the card she made me. And I said, that would look good on a t-shirt. And I put it on a t-shirt because I knew it was going to be on a live stream. Otherwise, I really don't have a shirt on when I'm at home. But I don't think you guys wanted to see that. Although you see that enough times on my videos. She did. Both my daughters are extremely talented in that respect. One's in Arizona. She's married, and be making me a grandfather here in October, so I'm excited about that. And the other one is in Montana, and she's still in the Air Force. All my kids went in the service. So Thursday I had a good live stream at the gym. And thank you all for stopping in and saying hello that day. The next live stream at the gym will be Monday, where if I feel it, I might just stay at 395, or I might throw 400 on there and see how it feels. It generally, it's how 315 goes up on my warm-ups, and then I usually do 365. And at 365, where I did a double on Thursday. So if I can knock out a double or maybe even a triple, then it kind of tells me, yeah, I'm good doing it. Well, good night, Mark Wild, man. appreciate you stopping in. Thanks for the thumbs up. And I was watching you doing that Lucille, and Lucille is my grandma's name. And for their 60th wedding anniversary, my twin uncles, her sons, sang that song for her. So that was kind of funny. I don't listen to a lot of country and western. That's more the wife's genre. I'm more of the older rock and roll and some Motown and stuff like that. Probably the 60s and 70s are more my taste. But I like music from the 80s, 90s, and even now. There's still good music out there I like. But it's nice. Every time I go to the store, I'm still looking to prep up. I've been doing it for quite a while, so I think I'm in good shape. I mean, I'm not in the shape that somebody like Alaska Prepper is and stuff like that, but he's been doing it longer. But I always felt it was always a good idea to have extra stores in case of times of emergency. I have been doing it for years. The food we're eating now, we paid a third of what we're paying for it now. So I picked up some Augustin Farms stuff from Amazon. And then if there's something on sale, if it's chili or grilling beans or Keystone meats, anytime I see the Keystone meats, I buy it. And boy, they've went up through the roof. I mean, they're up about $2 more a can on those 28 ounces. But you gotta like it because they're good until their best buy date. Remember, that's not an expiration date; it's a best buy date. I'll wait till 2027. So tomorrow will be probably about 120 push-ups. Maybe throw some discus. This has got stuff to do in the morning, so I'll knock that out then. Dries up enough, I'll get some rototilling in. I was going to rototill the garden today, but it rained. So that knocked that out. But I went out and got my first cucumbers of the year, picked 2 of them, already ate 1 of them. Tomatoes are now starting to ripen up. I am picking them when they're orange. So I'm not letting a chance of any rot get in there. And picked a green pepper and a jalapeno pepper to put in my eggs. That's usually when I'm going to cook up eggs. I'll go out there and grab 1 of each. The rabbits pretty much feasted on most of my radishes, but I may be, having them for dinner come wintertime. You just don't shoot rabbits now because they can carry a disease in the warmer weather, and generally you have to wait till after the second freeze. And after a second freeze, it either kills off the disease or it kills off the rabbits that had the disease. So it's kind of a little bit of both. Everything to talk about. I got a bunch of rechargeable batteries that I keep. It's weird though. Rechargeable batteries are so much lighter than regular batteries. They weigh nothing. Another one from Rudy. I bought, I think, like 30 of these. Oh, they're back. But it didn't take long. All right, so first report them. And then remove them. Now, usually, they have a moderator for this, but my moderator is probably sleeping. Antonio Carlos, how you doing? Greetings. Thanks for stopping in. Sorry about the bot there, but we got them going. So I'm just doing a little midnight madness. Was firing up the computer, playing a little Fallout 3, waiting for people to pop in. Having a cold beer. I'll probably have a second one, then I'll call it a night. I work second shift, so I don't get home till about 11:30 at night anyway. And then it usually takes me a little bit to shut down. I do get up in the morning around 7 or 8 a.m. and I find I get a lot done, if I get up early. I'm from Brazil. Okay, so I got Brazil, and I have somebody from Ghana. Well, Guyana. I may not be pronouncing it right. So it looks like I'm catching some people from South America because of the time zones and that. And that's why sometimes I do this, so I meet more people. I know when I do the morning chats, I get Germany and India, Turkey. I've gotten Iran, the Netherlands, Scotland, England, Ireland. Generally I get them when I do the early morning ones. So it's really nice, and I've gotten from Dubai, and Korea. It's kind of interesting who I pick up on the YouTube community. That's real cool. When I went to college, there were some fellow students that were from Brazil, so I talked to them about that. And from what I know, it's Brazil and Argentina and things like that. It is a very beautiful country, especially when you get out into the wilderness area. Very fertile lands. I just haven't been down there. I've been to the Caribbean, been to Korea, been to Japan. I've been to about every state in the United States except, I don't think I've been to Mississippi or Alabama. I think those are the only two I've missed. And I haven't been to Europe, but I want to go. I want to go to Scotland. When I retire, the missus and I will probably go up there for about a month. So I'm from Central Illinois, there in America, or we call it the Midwest. I don't know why it's the Midwest. It's more of the center because we are Central Time, but that's what they identified us as in the Midwest. But I have traveled the country exclusively. We would take the kids everywhere, so they'd be aware of the diversity, because it is a big place. I mean, last year we drove to Arizona twice, three times we drove to Arizona. And that's a 3-day trip each way. Hey, Christopher, you're still here. So Antonio is from Brazil. That is awesome. So that's a new one. I can kind of put a little pin on my map that I need to buy, so I can put the pins in it of who's been on my channel. That's kind of interesting and pretty cool. So basically, the channel is about fitness and nutrition for the most part, but I do some prepping stuff, and I do have a second channel called 2 a.m. Trying to draw a map in my head. Because here yeah. So I mean it's midnight here. It's 12:30 in the morning. John Beck, how you doing? 405 next week. By Thursday, I think it's a possibility. We'll see how I feel. I definitely am thinking about it. I've gained a couple pounds back. I was down to like 233, and now I'm up to 238. So I am up there a little bit. And Tony, I don't know if you were in when I showed that before, but there's my powerlifting trophies. There's Fallout. But 395 went up. I think that was probably, well, it's muscle memory for first thing, John. I've last year I was mentioning almost 480 pounds. So I've been there before, but I think for the things that are contributing to the recent increases, I think number one is my increased activity with doing push-ups and doing more outdoor activities with throwing a discus and lifting the dumbbells and lifting weights and things at work. So I'm doing a lot of lifting all through the week. But I think the one thing that's kind of moved the curve up a little bit is I'm doing anywhere from 60 to 120 push-ups every day. So I think that is helping out a lot. And I knew once I started making the gains, it should accelerate. So I mean, 405 is my goal, the first goal to break, and then I will set one for 425, and I'll set one for 450. And really, what I like to do is I like to be able to break. By the end of the year, I like to be back in the 480s. But it's difficult to hold that level. And thank you, Antonio. Appreciate it. Muchas gracias. But it is difficult to hold that level, and it takes a lot of work. And a lot of people, when I had a rough 6 months and it dropped my strength down considerably, a lot of people they wouldn't do videos about that. Actually, when I did 480, I was about 245. But I was really, really in a roll. It actually it went up, and then I had a little tweak and a little injury, and that set me back. And then I sit there. Thanks for stopping in, Antonio. Thanks for hitting the like. And if you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button. And I got a lot of videos there that you'd probably be interested in checking out on lifting. So yeah, it was about 245 pounds, maybe 248 when I hit 480. But I was feeling really good. And in competition, yeah, I'll start feeling like my old self again. Because as impressive it looks to people who don't know me when they come in the gym, and I've got 315 and I'm repping it, to me that's not impressive to me because I know what I can do. And I know the struggle. I've been through this before. It's probably the third time I've had to come back, from something that knocked me back down. Well, even when we first had the lockdowns, we were kicked out of the gym for, almost 8 months. When I came back, 315 was my top set I was doing. Now, I had some kid go, "Oh man, that's impressive. You're doing 315." I'm like, "Yeah, thank you. Get out of here." So once I get into the 400s, I will really start feeling much better. Right. Yeah, it is. And that's like I said, when people say, "Wow, you're gaining 5 pounds every week," I said, "Well, it's muscle memory. It's just coming back. I didn't gain it. I retook it back." And that's another thing is never give up. Because I had a lot of people, say, "Well, you're 61. You can't be doing this. You should be doing this. You should be doing lighter weight. You should." I said, "Listen, I've been hearing that since I was 40 years old. So I didn't listen to it when I was 40. I'm not going to listen for it now." So, Steph, I'm 61. I've been lifting since I was probably 14. Can you give me more? I need to go downstairs and get something real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, yeah. There's on a multi-story, you get a lot of leg work. So she's in the bedroom sleeping. She doesn't work second shift. I do. Actually, a teacher. She's off. So I don't get home until almost midnight. So not to pester her. Every now and then I decide to do I keep at it. I keep lifting. I keep pushing myself. I eat nutritious meals. I eat about 5 to 6 meals a day. It's like yesterday after my bench workout, between 3 o'clock and I would say 10 o'clock, I ate over 4,000 calories. So half the battle is here, not to give up. It's so easy, not just in my age group, but it's so easy in anybody to talk themselves out of doing it. That's what they keep trying to tell me, but I've been doing it since I was 15. And I get stronger. I set my best lift in a competition last November. I'm tied for 5th in the world in raw bench in my age and weight group. So anything's dangerous. I just lift smart, and try to remember to listen to what your body's telling you. I mean, will I be able to continue this level, for the next 20 years? Probably not, but I'm going to continue the best level I can. Nope, never been in Greece. I have not been to Europe yet. I've been to Korea, I've been to Japan, been to the Caribbean, Canada, and just about everywhere in the United States. No, I'm not from Scotland. I'm Scottish descent, but I'm American. So I have a shirt my wife got me. It says, Scottish by blood, American by birth, patriot by choice. So I haven't even been to Scotland, but I want to go there, although I own land there. Not a lot, but I own a little land there. So probably when I retire in about 3 or 4 years, we'll probably go and hit Scotland and Ireland and probably Great Britain for about a month. Well, around the belly, that's the hardest part to do. Diet, it's 90% diet. It's just changing your diet. Exercise helps because when you exercise, you burn calories, but it's your diet. First of all, I have to know, your approximate age and height. But, number one, do you drink soda? If you drink soda or pop, if you get rid of that, you'll lose 5 kilos right there in a very short period of time. Anything that's high in sugar, those, you're hitting with the metric system. .88 meters. You're all right. So you got good height. 4 years old, so your metabolism has slowed down a little bit. I mean, that's what mine did. But it's diet. Get rid of the sodas. And it's not the water weight that's going. It's the sugar that's in the sodas. Get rid of if you're drinking Monsters or Red Bulls, then get rid of that. If you're drinking alcohol, that's another source. And light beer don't do it because when you go to light beer, you just drink 3 times as much. Those are in the liquid ends. If you're eating large meals or only a few meals, then break those into smaller meals and eat more meals. Breakfast is number one. Is the one meal you should always eat. If you don't eat breakfast, your metabolism is already low. And who doesn't like ice cream? All right. But if you're going to have ice cream, eat it early in the day. Have ice cream, before noon. Because then the sugar, is hitting you when you're awake. Yeah, see, and that's the problem. Because breakfast kicks up your metabolism. How many calories do I get, then? Anywhere between about 3,000 to 5,000 calories a day. Right, and that's the problem. Is stuff when you eat it at night, then you go to bed. That sugar goes to fat. It has no choice. Your body has to put it to fat because you're not active, and that's where it comes from. So if you want to lose that weight, the ice cream at night's got to go away. Eating ice cream 4 hours earlier could make a difference. I understand the weight's there for a reason. I would eat ice cream I'd have it at noon. Have it at noon. It'll kick your blood sugar up. It'll kick your activities up. Which will burn more calories. Because you can't and only do this 5 days a week. You cannot diet 7 days a week because you will not stay on a diet for 7 days a week. I went from 262 and I dropped down all the way to 222, but I did it in 5 months. And I did it by diet. Monday through Friday, I dieted. Saturday and Sunday, I did not. There you go. John, how old are you? Those are great numbers. They really are. It's like, this is not the time for me to do it, but I do have my vices, but I will kick it on there. At least. Or just don't worry about what you're eating. Don't be counting the calories. Don't be guilty about what you're doing in that, because if you don't, 24, those are huge numbers. Keep doing the work. Keep doing it slow and steady. Yeah, and you'll reach those numbers. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, you definitely got the body weight for it, and that's a good distribution. So I mean, you're strong all the way around. 700 squat and a 500 bench milestone. Even if it takes you 10 years, it's still, you definitely are going the right way. Yeah. Yeah, but you're pushing a lot of good weight too. I mean, like I said, when I'm in the 260s, I feel I'm too heavy, but I've done it. But like I said, my best bench in competition was 202.5 kilos, which is 446.1 pounds. That was November. My best in the gym was 480, and that was like about almost 2 years ago. You should. Powerlifting meets are fun. Steph, it's 2.2 kilograms per pound. Or is that 2.2 pounds per kilogram? Yeah. So just divide 260 by 2.2, and I'll tell you how many kilos. Don't worry about your total. Go in there, John, and set your numbers. Do the best you can safely. And then every meet you go, you try to beat those numbers. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing, because those are huge numbers in any powerlifting federation. All right, 275 pounds. That's the weight class I was in last year. Now this year I'll probably be in the 110 kilos or the 242. No, you're not. Steph, I'm 61 years old, and I go canoeing. I throw discus and track and field. You know, I lift very heavy weights. You just got to start out slow. But rowing's a great exercise. Cycling, lifting's great. You don't have to lift heavy weights. You can lift smaller weights. Yeah, I'm 6'4". Right now, I'm about 238. Last year, I got up to about 265. Yeah, 40's young. You're still a kid. Yeah, that's because they can or somebody talked them into it. Here, Tom Brady might be playing again this year. He's in his 40s. My opinion, and there's a lot of variance from it, but oh yeah, I used to eat a lot of rice when I was, in my 30s. I used to eat 6 cups of rice a day, and I would probably eat